not human. So I'm going to need to deduce who is and who is not human. Something I would consider myself a preeminent expert in. I argue with my dad about aliens a couple times a week, so I feel like I...
You like that
You
game?
like that?
It's
What?
a cool game. Yo, bro, you know the guy that walks at the malls, Dunk?
Welcome.
The Biggie?
Yeah,
No way.
remember we watched his videos going through like the malls and stuff?
Mhm.
He went to the fair like just like me.
You could have been there the same day he was.
I might be in this video.
Got the Clydesdales in yeah. Everybody walking around with, and I love turkey. Just not. Oh yeah. So, just
It's so cool. Literally, I'm telling you, it's an actual thing, Dunk. That like
Mhm.
people
like-
actually come here. It's like huge. People come, Dunk, to West Springfield, Massachusetts.
People come. Ooh, what is this emote? Why does it look like that?
News that ultimate subscription will be $30 a month. Xbox. Is that a lot, Dunk?
Yes,
How much was it before?
it is a lot.
I used to love Xbox, man. What happened
Like,
to the game
maybe
I
like
used to
20
love?
bucks?
What it has become is just embarrassing. Every step of the way, they're finding new lows to hit. Today, Xbox has announced a Game Pass change, and it's a doozy. Try a 50% price increase to
Oh my, 50% price increase?
the Game
That's
Pass
crazy.
Ultimate tier. Yeah, and it is revolting. It's going about as well as me in a dunk competition. They have increased the price to $30 a month for the Ultimate tier, and the two previous tiers for Essential and Premium are just not worth it. The Ultimate tier...
What does this mean? 50 games? What? They just made it worse? I didn't even know
Yeah.
there's levels of Game Pass. I thought it was just Game Pass, you get all of them. There's more levels?
No.
You know that?
Usually Ultimate gets like day one.
What? I thought they all did
What?
before.
No.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
Why did they split it like that? That's crazy.
It's the
Been
only
like
one
that
that
for,
lets you
like,
get
a
the games
while.
day one. And for a large number of people, that was one of the main draws of the service here. And even though the Xbox catalog has been like a fucking Magikarp over the last few years, just extremely weak, the value you got out of Game Pass at the previous price point made up for it. Like, it was worth it. It
Yeah.
was something that I glazed quite a bit. But now, at this price point, the fuck is the point in keeping it anymore? It's just not worth it. And a lot of people are now canceling their subscription to Game Pass in response to these price increases. It's just L after L for Xbox. Like, even just recently, they farted out a new price increase for the consoles.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
In a time period where Xboxes are like fucking fossils. Like, you can't give those bitches away sometimes. It's a console that doesn't have a whole lot of reasons to buy it
How much
unless
are
your
they
friends
now?
are already
I thought
on
it was
it. but
500 for the
chances
best
are
one.
your friends have already moved past it. Because being an Xbox
they
fan in
definitely
2025
increased
is
it.
like being a fidget spinner enthusiast. It's just not
Really?
cool. It's lame.
Crazy.
Like, it is
Mhm.
so far past its prime now. And it brings me no joy saying that, by the way. As I've always proudly stated, Xbox and Xbox 360 have been my favorite gaming experiences. Those two consoles, I think, are the most important pieces of, like, gaming hardware ever made. But once the
True.
Xbox One came out, that's when it all went tits up, and it is not recovered. You hate to see what Xbox has become.
Yeah.
And anytime I talk about Xbox or like criticize a lot of the decisions they made over the years,
Xbox was not
somehow
the
there is
cool
still
thing.
like this last holdout of warriors willing
Against
to
the
fight
PS4.
Xbox's PR battles for them, even though the general Phil Spencer himself constantly throws himself pity parties on every podcast that will have him about how they've lost the console wars. Like, he himself recognizes how far behind Xbox has fallen and how brutal it's been for them. And it just somehow keeps getting worse. Even though they have this, like, come to Jesus moment of, man, we really put our own dick in our ass here, they don't do anything to course correct. Like, they did a good decision a little while back that I praised a lot, where they dropped exclusivity. I think that is the brightest path forward for the industry, where every title hits every platform, so consumers
is
have
Forza
their
coming to
pick
PlayStation?
of playing it on their preferred...
Yes.
Really? What? That's cool. That's
The
sick.
Halo's also going to PlayStation, supposedly.
Pretty cool. I didn't know that.
platform. And Xbox was kind of pushing that, and I appreciated it. But For every one step forward they've taken 20 steps back. And today it has been a catastrophic disaster for them because now they're fucking their golden goose. They even posted a delusional video celebrating these Game Pass changes as if it's something that the community was asking for. It's so out of touch and tone deaf. Just take a peek at this.
Hey everyone, Xbox Game Pass is getting an upgrade. We've listened to your feedback, and now you have even more freedom to choose how you play the games you want. We've expanded all Xbox Game Pass plans to give you more games and more ways to play and more rewards than ever. Previously, Core was primarily for console, but Essential now lets you play games on Xbox console, PC, and cloud.
Okay.
That means you have the freedom to stream and play on any supported device. And with cloud gaming, that includes a lot of devices.
So she goes through each tier with the upgrades that have been introduced, the improvements that they've augmented all of this with, and I'm just not fucking seeing it. Like, it really just seems like you get the same deal, but with more money needed to be forked over to achieve it. Like, the big thing that stands out to me is that they're putting more of a focus on, PC gaming. So instead of it being all about console, now you get more freedom to play on PC and, like, the cloud stuff. But for people that are like Xbox heads, they don't give a fuck about that. Like, they're not getting a much better deal. They're just having to pay more money for the deal. Like, it just doesn't seem worth it. And judging from the response from the community, almost nobody is defending it. I don't think there's anyone out there that actually thinks this is them listening to community feedback. Because you need to pay $30 a month in order to, like, play Call of Duty Black Ops 7 on launch. Like, why would you do that? Why would you be paying $30 a month to then get access to a game
at
day
that
one?
point.
It's so fucking expensive.
Not
enough
At that
games
point, you have to buy
for it
the
to
game that you're
be
interested
worth
in,
it.
as opposed to having this like ongoing expensive subscription to Game Pass Ultimate for it. It's just not worth it. The value is not there. It does seem like it is now just a price increase without offering any real reason or justification to fork over those doubloons for it. What the fuck is the point? Like, I don't know where the spin is coming that they're trying to put on it. Like, this is what you guys been asking for. Everyone's been begging to give us more money. All of you are asking to pay more for Game Pass. We said, fine. Guess our hands are tied. We're reluctant to do this, but we're going to increase the price by 50% per your feedback. It's what you guys were demanding, so we're just serving you the meal you ordered.
Yeah, that's funny.
Like, who's asking for that? Like, I don't know where it's coming from. And again, the things that they're talking about in the tier, like the tiers that they're introducing, it feels like it's mainly just PC cloud related stuff that I don't think the console players were really begging for in a big way, especially if it leads to a price increase.
The best thing about Ultimate is that you can play new games on day one. That includes games like Call of Duty Black Ops 7, The Outer Worlds 2, and High on Life 2. But now, the best is getting even better. Ultimate subscribers will get access to over 75 day one games a year.
Bro. Bro, before I remember like a couple years ago, it was like, oh yeah, play day one with Xbox Game Pass. And it wasn't like Ultimate.
Nope.
Also adding 2 new partner subscriptions. With Ultimate, you'll now have access to Ubisoft Plus Classics in addition to EA Play.
Wait, maybe I was a little hasty. Hold the fucking phone here. You get access to Ubisoft Classics? Oh my god, that's what I've always wanted. Access to Ubisoft Classics. Ubisoft, yes, oh, I can't wait to be
Said nobody ever.
Of course, EA Play. I didn't understate the
Ubisoft
value of
Classics.
EA Play there. This is so silly. And I was really curious if they were going to mention the price increases in this video here, because it's so pivotal. Like, this is a really big deal. It's not like some trivial increase of like, 50 cents. It's 50%. They have raised it from $20 to $30, and they don't make a peep. They don't mention it in this video at all. They tried to save that cold water outside of the hype of this announcement, which I think is a little scummy. I don't really like that. You should talk about the price changes too. You talked about everything else, like the name changes, which feel totally unnecessary, but that's just like corporate America where names change all the time for the most minuscule of reasons. But like, come on, you're not going to mention the price here? There's just nothing, there's nothing in this that screams value, that screams that this is worth it now. Previously, at the old price points of Game Pass, I thought it was a good deal. I really did think that they had a good service that they were offering at that price point. At this, I don't see who the fuck would ever be able to like rationalize spending that kind of money for what you get out of it. It doesn't make sense to me. And what also doesn't make sense to me is how Microsoft thought that this was a good idea. Like, I recognize that they're not, doing amazing.
Finished prepping for the
but
hurricane.
I mean, come on, like, just look at 2025 for Microsoft. It has been rough. And they've already increased prices on like console and everything, and now this, like, they had to know this was going to be a big fucking miss here. I just, like, I don't get it. It's crazy to me. Anyway, though, I just wanted to yap about this a bit. I really, and I don't mean this exaggeratory, I really don't know how much longer Xbox is even going to be around before they just pull the plug on it. It just seems like it's in such a disastrous state. They have so many things under their umbrella, but yet have so little to show for it. And their one, like, really good saving grace here with Game Pass is just getting ruined. It is going straight in the dumpster. It's already there. Like, this is a dagger in Game Pass for a large number of people. Like, it's not blown out of proportion with the amount of people canceling their subscription. It really does seem to be that bad. Anyway, though, I won't yap about it any longer. That's really about it. See ya.
What? So what happened to EA? Why is EA getting sold?
I don't know.
EA is a name that strikes fear into the wallet of gamers everywhere. I still remember all those years ago when they were voting point blank worst company in
Sorry about that.
America. Which, there are no saints over there at the EA office, but I definitely think there are worse companies, but it just goes to show you the pure disdain people have for EA and their practices. They have not been well liked for a very long time. But you know who does like them? The Saudi Arabian government. They like them so much that they are buying EA for $55 billion. Now, it's not just the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund that's buying them all on their own outright. They've actually got a whole Royal Rumble going halvesies with them, so they've got fucking superstars like Silver Lake and Jared Kushner's affinity partners doing this deal with them. So they've got like the superstars of slime here that are forking up 55 billion clams to own EA. EA was a publicly traded company, but obviously with this will no longer be. They're taking it private. Now there is one other name here that's very important to this deal, JP Morgan. Because you see, Starman fam, $20 billion of debt is being committed by JP Morgan for this deal, $18 billion of which is expected to be funded at close. Now what does this mean for you, someone who might just be excited for Battlefield coming out? Well, 20 billion is a big number. If you converted that to pounds, it's nearly as heavy as your mother, bitch. Point is, $20 billion is what EA is now responsible to pay back. It's debt. And what are the ways that you can look to try and squeeze some more juice from the lemons here? More microtransactions, something EA is very famous for. Another strategy EA might employ is layoffs. Again, something they're not a stranger to. And I predict, as well as I've seen other people also make this prediction, I'm not fucking Baba Vanga over here with some kind of galaxy brain speculative theory. I would imagine they're going to start closing studios like BioWare. I think BioWare is going to be their big one. Their games have not been performing well financially for EA for a while. Anthem,
What did
into
BioWare
Dragon
make?
Age, the Veilguard, they're not...
Anthem.
Oh yeah. Anthem.
Dragon Age.
Crushing it in their sales numbers, and they're a very expensive component of EA. Maybe not in like the grand scheme of like billions of dollars, but that still is a sizable chunk of change, and I think they're going to be checking under every single cushion on the sofa, looking for any way of finding more money to pay back this debt. I would imagine there's going to be even more excessive microtransactions, just desperately trying to claw into your wallet to get you to spend money in their games, and I think there's going to be layoffs and studio closures. Again, EA is very famous for gutting studios, so I think that now with this 20 billion debt on the plate, they're going to be even more aggressive. That's what I expect, and I've seen a lot of other people also have that same idea in their head.
I don't know.
It just feels like that's probably the direction EA will go. And I also saw it being reported by a lot of outlets that apparently the new EA owners are hopeful that AI will be their saving grace here for cutting costs and boosting profits. Which, again, AI, the entire purpose right now is just for the sake of saving money on the bottom line by replacing workers. So you don't have to pay salary to people. You can just have AI spit shit out. According to a report that is paywalled, so again, I'm getting the second hand from all the other reports reporting on that one, but apparently it was stated that AI would be used to boost EA's profits in the coming years and to manage a large debt load on a company that historically carried limited net debt. Now, I've yapped about this strategy endlessly, and it's clearly not exclusive to EA. Every company on the planet right now is scrambling to try and get the fucking AI in a titty twister so they can utilize it to save money. And there's going to be plenty of other gaming companies that will follow suit. Even with EA, even if EA wasn't being purchased for $55 billion with $20 billion in debt, they would still 100% be trying to use AI to save money. I'm sure it's already happening across the entire industry right now. In fact, I've got a little tinfoil hat conspiracy theory that Ubisoft CEO is actually just AI. I don't think there's a single human being left in that food chain there at the upper echelon, because there is no way a sentient, living, breathing organism could have come up with ideas as stupid as Ubisoft has. But in this case, again, it's not exclusive to EA. They're just being a little more open about it, I guess, about how they're going to utilize AI to cut these
It's
costs.
funny how Ubisoft
Now let's talk
still,
about
like,
the new
exists.
owners of EA. One of them being the Saudi Arabian government. Now, if
I
you've
don't
been
know
paying
how.
attention to the state of tech or even the state of sports or esports, you probably know the Saudi Arabian government's been getting its fingers in a lot of different pies here. They've been exploring tons and tons of different companies and brands to own. And it's been going on for a few years now. A handful of years now.
Yeah,
I
but
don't think it's going
why?
to slow down or stop anytime soon. In fact, quite the opposite. I'm confident Saudi Arabian government will continue to snatch up tons of major brands and companies across the globe. And if you don't
What are
mind,
they
I'd like to
buying
go off
up?
a side tangent here. I'd like to blabber a bit. Esports. Many of you know, I've been in the esports space for 5 years now. Started with Moist Esports, now Shopify Rebellion. So, as an owner of an esports team, I can tell you firsthand, Saudi Arabian government wants to basically own the entire fucking industry there. And they're already getting very close with things like the Esports World Cup. Most recently, EVO, where they're the majority owner of EVO.
Oh my god! Wait, they own the esports World Cup? They own the whole thing. That's crazy.
have infinite
They
money.
own Evo.
So in a scene like esports, which
No
money is a
way.
myth, there is, as I've said numerous times, there's no money to be made in esports. It is just an absolute endless pit of agony when it comes to financials. Me, it's fine bleeding money there because I'm doing it under the idea that I'm going to lose this money, but I'm investing in it because what I get out of it is fun. I love the spirit of competition. I love esports. It's why I had Moist Esports, and it's why I now have Shopify Rebellion, so I could expand the esports space and have more things to watch and support more players. I love it. But any business that wants to get into esports hates it because you just lose money. And the Saudi Arabian government obviously noticed that. So what they did is they put the chemical X into the sector, money. They've given tons and tons of teams tons and tons of money to support things like the EWC and to own things in the esports space because, well, without them, they're not making money, so they feel they absolutely have to play ball. I, of course, have seen this firsthand, but have declined all of that mumbo-jumbo. I haven't been shy about it. I've told you straight up numerous times, I don't watch the EWC. I don't support it at all. I don't watch it in private. Nothing. I think that shit sucks. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but the Saudi Arabian government's got a whole host of issues, human rights violations out the wazoo. I'm sure I don't...
Oh, yeah. Wait, what is the EWC? European Wax Center?
I-
No.
Don't think that's it.
Esports World Cup. Here, look at this.
Yeah, that's it.
$70 million. We got Faker in this? What is this? Rocket League.
Rocket League. Do people even play Rocket League still?
Team Falcons. Team Liquid Vitality. Bunch of games. This is Honor of Kings.
I have no idea.
StarCraft, Rainbow Six Siege, Warzone. Is this like I guess maybe it's like some sort of NG. Is it like the Olympics or something? But it's owned by Saudi Arabia? Hmm. Hmm.
need to go into a ton of detail into the nitty gritty. And honestly, just the whole idea of a government deciding that it wants to get its grubby paws around an entire industry and own the entire sector outright, that's fucking terrible no matter what. So yeah, I don't like this at all. I hate what's happening in the esports space where every organization, every game, every brand basically has to suckle the teat of Saudi Arabia in some shape or form. In some way, shape, or form. I don't like the direction.
Where do they
Now,
get
of
all
course, I
that
understand
money,
why it's
though?
got to that point because there's just no money there, but it doesn't change the fact that I don't like it. Now, we have had players on our teams participate in like the EWC because, as I've always said, we don't take player winnings, so them winning doesn't bring money back to us or anything, and I'm not going to get in the way of any of our players going and making their own decisions on how they want to like make a bag or something. That is entirely up to them, all power to them, and there's no ill will there at all. But they've not represented Moist Esports at the EWC or anything like that. I know this is a long-winded tangent, but the point is, the Saudi Arabian government is doing this not only in just like EA or esports, but all across the whole spectrum of technology and entertainment. In fact, just look up things that the Saudi Arabian government, like the PIF, has like percentages of. It's a lot. It's a ton of things, and many.
Can I see this? What does the PIF own? Our portfolio, public investment fund. Huh. Saudi Arabia and beyond. Wow. What is this? What is this shit? God. What? Oh, what is this? Haven't heard of any of these. Like Middle Eastern companies. French private equity. Brazil. Russia. Hmm. Uber. Lucid Motors? Really, dude? I see what else they own somewhere else. Here we go. Wikipedia. List of investments. Giga projects. That's what they call it? Uber. SoftBank Group. Blackstone. Interesting.
Any other video game companies, by the way. This is just their biggest buyout. This is
Can I see? I don't see a list anywhere. A bomb on Steam. Why?
Good. Oh,
All the gaming companies, according to GameStop, that Saudi Arabia owns or has invested in. EA. Scopely. Monopoly Go creator? Scopely bought out Pokemon Go in 2025 for $3.5 billion. What? They own Pokemon Go and Monopoly Go? SNK. Fatal Fury. I don't know what that is. Nintendo. Nintendo PIF owns 5% of Nintendo. Became Japanese company's biggest stakeholder in 2023. 8% of Nintendo they own. God. Take-Two. They own 3.5% of Take-Two Interactive. Activision Blizzard. About 2% of the company. Wow. Capcom. 5% of Capcom, according to in 2022. Nexon, the first descendant, South Korean. Embracer Group. Hey, I've heard of this. What is that? Embracer Group? A game company. What have they made? Subsidiaries. Oh my god. Wait, THQ Nordic? Lion. Coffee Stain Studios? Ghost Ship Games. Oh, that's Deep Rock Galactic.
coffee stains like Satisfactory and stuff, no?
I think so. Wow. It like trickles down. They own so much. Check Steam. What about Steam? It looks fine.
What did the Krusty do? It's also Valheim, yes.
Ferrari is still syncing mods. What did he say? Check Steam. I don't see it. Lurk bait, Twitch fishing. Ooh,
Oh, wing!
that is the wing. Oh, let's try this out. Imagine bro sent me like his own virus to download. Looks legit. I want to finish looking at this though. The Esports World Cup. Damn, that's kind of crazy. They own a lot of these companies. Wow. Dude, they bought like all of EA or a part of a group of investors that will own 100% of EA. What the fuck? Imagine Battlefield 6 just dies.
I hope not.
No, I don't think Battlefield 6 is going to die because like if they were smart, they would see that Battlefield 6 is performing good according to like people or that played it. So like why would they mess up Battlefield 6? I don't know. Doesn't really make sense to me. Could be wrong though.
It's possible.
huge. $55 billion for EA is big. And I do think there will be some noticeable changes to a lot of EA games and property. I think we're going to be in an era of even greedier EA garbage, if such a thing is even fathomable. So yeah, overall, I don't think this is going to be like an improvement to EA games or anything like that. I don't think consumers are going to walk away from this kind of deal with a big W for the quality of games we're going to start receiving here. I guess I'm willing to be proven wrong, but I highly fucking doubt that. I think it's going to be net negative changes across the board for EA games going forward. But one other thing I want to briefly mention, I've seen some people talking about EA in this story as if they're like some kind of defenseless victim or something. Like, oh no, the Saudi Arabian government, they got EA in its clutches and there was nothing EA could do. Motherfucker, they could have just said no. They didn't have to make the deal. Like, it's not like EA is the good guy of the story or anything here. Like, this is across the board just greed. Like, it's just absurd. Anyway, though, that's really about it. So, yep.
All right, I'm back. My bad. What is this game you gave me, Krusty? What bro send me? What did bro give me?
Epic.
Uh. How does this thing work? What are the commands for you guys? Do exclamation point fish, guys. Exclamation point fish. Wow. That's crazy.
Exclamation point fish. Some keys.
How do you make this smaller?
Chills.
Bro got calm and carp. How do you make it smaller?
Quote done. Joined and instantly shared his screen playing 80s.
How you make this shit smaller, bro?
Trolley. I'm just singing. Okay.
He said, bro got a branch. Hold on, guys. Give me a minute.
That area you're in, quote, is very nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Looks cool. Wasn't here last time you played.
EA. Bro said EA.
Small corner in the crossroad. Very cool.
Bro, why is it still big? Oh. Is that too small? Custom fish. Oh, fucking.
Upload emotes.
Bro, that is crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Ferrari is still sinking mods, Dunk.
Ain't no way.
Bro, it's like such a weird size. Hard for me to like fit it on the screen.
Scooter. Holy. Giga.
Wow, that's crazy, bro.
A hermit crab. Gummy sharks.
That's crazy, bro. Cool down. I could change it.
Cool down on fishing.
Here, you guys could have a 30-second cooldown. How about that? You guys use channel points. Actually, no. There.
Oh, here we go. Copy message. Okay.
You doing emotes?
Yes.
Ferrari is still loading. Might be time to give up on Terraria, Dunk.
It might be. Big jab. Oof.
I tried.
Copy.
Yeah, we try to make it work, Crust. It just doesn't work. Can we see like a deck of all the fishes you guys have? Rogal bong. Damn, there's a lot. Does this get my chat interaction up, guys? Get more chat interaction for this? Get more analytics? There's a leaderboard. I can put this in the corner while I play World of Tanks. You guys will watch, you guys. Actually, I haven't played World of Tanks in a while. I'll be honest, I don't really want to play anymore. I want to wait till Christmas. It's when the good updates come out. I'll play something else, though. Legendary? Think Colt will get a legendary? First one to get a legendary gets a gifted sub. You will play Battlefield 6? No, I'm not gonna. Too expensive. That's the reason why. Battlefield 6 is too expensive. That shit's $70, bro. Fuck that. You bought the $100 version.
Nah.
See, like, this is the problem. Like, why did bro order the $100 version?
Isn't it just cosmetic stuff that you get for it?
Got a battle pass, tier skip. He paid to not play the game. And he got a skin, a weapon package. Weapon package. Skin. A sticker. Dog tags. An XP boost. There is a queue. You guys can't see, but there is a queue. Do you guys want me to eliminate the wait time? I've loved Battlefield. Yeah, it is good, but I just don't think pre-ordering games should exist anymore. Bro played 2042 to level 100. Next level. Alright. I'm gonna abolish the fish cooldown, alright? Actually, I'll make it a 5-second cooldown for you guys, alright?
Snively's back. That's a cool emote. Roo fish.
First one to get a legendary gets a gifted sub to Inval. When theirs expires, guys. Guaranteed no ads if you get a legendary fish.
Holy.
What the fuck is that? We got a swordfish.
Holy. I'm giga rich. Oh, yeah. Giga rich.
What is that?
Bone tail. What the?
Got a starfish, bro. I can't. Okay.
A red knobbed starfish.
No, no, no. I'm not playing Silk Song. Turn that off, bro. Stop.
A starfish.
Stop it. Stop.
Rainbow. Something. Now quotes Omega Rich.
Talking about Hades. You know, we could play Outlast Trials tonight.
I would have to download it, and that's like what, like 50 some gigs.
Oh shit. We could play it. Everyone has it, right?
Weird drawing.